Hello again, I'm Dago Aceves, and welcome back to the second episode in our series, The Fundamentals of Apigee Edge. Today we're going to be talking specifically about API proxies and how they play a crucial role in your Edge organization. We'll also get hands-on and walk you through the building and deployment of an API proxy in Edge. On Apigee, an API proxy is a facade for one or more APIs. In their most basic form, API proxies behave as reverse proxies, taking an incoming client request and relaying it to the backend service, and then taking the response from the service and returning it back to the client. We'll see all of that in our example today. API proxies are the base for all APIs served through Apigee. After creating an API proxy, you then begin to layer upon it policies and flows to protect and enhance your backend services. Policies such as API key checks, rate limiting, and fault handling can be added to a proxy directly, or they can be coupled with shared flows and flow hooks to create a framework of governance, which is shared and repeatable across all APIs. It all begins with the concept stemming from an API proxy. From an architectural level, each organization is sectioned into one or more environments. Proxies are deployed per environment. This allows for API development to continue in the development environment while maintaining a stable production release in another. However, a more common form seen at the enterprise levels are clients running their live and sandbox environments in a production organization, then separating out the development, integration, and testing environments in a non-production organization, with the separation of the two organizations being bridged through a secured CI/CD workflow. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through deploying and building a proxy. For our example API proxy, we'll be using httpbin.org, a simple HTTP request and response service. From the dashboard on Edge, we'll click on API proxies. Here it lists all the existing proxies. We'll click plus proxy, and the default one, reverse proxy, is already selected for us. We'll name this proxy HTTP bin. The base path, we'll leave it as is. And for the existing URL, what we'll do is take HTTP bin. For security right now, we'll select none. This lets us decide which virtual host our proxy will be on and which environments we'll deploy to. Right now, we'll just go ahead and select test. Click build and deploy. And that's it. Our proxy is built. Let's view our proxy. So here we'll see that HTTP bin is running on this URL. We'll go ahead and go to that URL. And because right now it proxies this API, we'll select one of these endpoints. Let's look at request inspection. This says if you go to httpbin.org/headers, it will return the headers that have been sent. Let's go ahead and go there now. There you go. If we come back to the proxy, click on trace, and begin a trace section. We can see our request coming through. This is our request starting on Apigee, going through to the end. That request being sent to our backend server called httpbin.org. And here we see the response coming back. Finally, the response that gets sent to the client. Thanks for joining us. Now we understand what a proxy is, why we use it, and how to build one. Next video, we're going to take this proxy we just built and look at the trace tool, a feature that gives you insight into what is happening within the proxy. This tool speeds up development and also supports debugging your APIs within your Edge environment.